Oh my god, I feel so sleepy, but you know, I also have to do this, so we're doing this. Hello wild beasts, how's it going? We are back with Annoyingly or Not talking about brand new or not so new indie music. This time adding another chapter to our World Indie series we do on our channel, but less internationally known indie bands or solo artists from all the different parts of the world. Today we'll talk about a magical piece of land with some astonishingly talented musicians, Australia. We already know Australia, well, for first of all, being an amazing country. I think everybody loves Australia and want to go there at some point due to many different reasons. And secondly, Australia has gifted such a great variety of music, especially indie music. We have Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Tame Impala, Flume, Empire of the Sun, Courtney Barnett, Jaguar Ma, Wolf Mother, Cut Copy, The Temper Trap, Pont, Chet Faker, Miami Horror, The Avalanches, Atlas Genius, Vance Joy, Van Shee, Taku, and many other amazing people doing some sick tunes in all types of genres. In this video we'll talk about some other bands I personally discovered through Last.fm or Bandcamp hashtags or from friends' suggestions. According to some music social media, they don't have as much listeners as the previously mentioned artists, so we're gonna put him here, present a little bit about who they are, and well, recommend you the songs to listen to. Also, don't forget that on our YouTube channel there are quite a lot of amazing playlists. We do have one exclusive for World Indie series as well. So after watching this video you can go and watch all the music videos and all the interesting stuff, including the bands about which I'm going to tell you in this video. First on the table is a psychedelic garage, not only though, rock outfit from Melbourne called King GIZZARD and the Lizard Wizard. Love the band name and love the amount of work the band put out. They've been around only since 2010 and already have 8 full-length studio albums, plus another one on its way. We've heard that they were planning to release like 5 more albums just for the next year. So yeah, you have plenty of songs to listen to if you're interested in the Lizard Wizard. Some of you are probably thinking right now, oh well, if they have so many albums, then they're a band of not such good quality. You know, quantity over quality. And you'd be wrong. Their latest, for example, called Nonagon Infinity, or the album before that, Paper Mache Dream Balloon, are both incredible. They prefer to mix up garage rock with some psychedelic elements, but you can also catch some surf rock in the earlier work, or some influences from like jazz, soul, funk, folk, and also heavier stuff like metal. So if you've listened to the album and didn't really find it appealing, try listening to a different one. You have 8 albums to choose from. The music style is always kind of morphing and playing around itself. Check out tracks called Gamma Knife, Rattlesnake, Trapdoor, Mr. Beat, Bone, Wawa, I'm in Your Mind, Cellophane, and maybe the River track. Yeah, you can imagine there are quite a lot of tracks. Next band is also from Melbourne. They're called CLOCKS, and they do play this experimental, psychedelic, dreamy, shoegazy pop music. I think they have about 5 full-length albums, 2 of which, according to the Bandcamp page, came out this year. Test Flight and Particle. I do enjoy the more dreamy approach the band has towards their sound. Most of the music feels like a perfect, lazy Sunday morning soundtrack after like a really good, healthy sleep. They do have this almost divine, like, relaxing instrumentations, including some beautiful guitar overflows and slower drum beats. From the 2 latest releases, I do recommend you to look up tracks Never Be, Building a Star, One Tomorrow Away, Racing Down the Road, and Coming Back to You. One more Melbourne band on the list. Those ones go by the name Black Cap, and they play a totally different kind of music. They do masterfully transit the 70s and the 80s post-punk new wave music to the more present days, to our days. For example, the latest, Games of the 21st Olympiad from 2014, is an electronica album with some drone, with some dark ambient, yet again few psychedelic references here and there. I guess psychedelic stuff is in Australian blood. I hope it wasn't racist. And with some sleek programming. It was actually produced by some amazingly talented people like Simon Polinsky or Tim Holmes from Death in Vegas, who I kind of personally miss. I recently discovered that I miss Death in Vegas. Team, do more music, please. This year, Black Cap released Uniforms single, which is such a beautiful dance track with some incredibly combined and mixed synth melodies and cool-toned New Order-like vocals. Love that. Besides that, check out tracks Victorious, Go Slow, Church in Berlin, Rescue, Underground Star, and Hearts on Fire. Now we're moving to Brisbane, Queensland, and here I want to start with the band called Last Dinosaurs. Indie rock, dance, punk, synth, pop band. They have a much more happier, fuller sound. Most of the times they do actually remind me of some American indie pop rock band rather than of a typical Australian one. Musically, well, if you like earlier Two Door Cinema Club, Bombay Bicycle Club, basically all the clubs, or like Everything Everything, then you'll probably really like this band. They have some bigger hits, by the way. I think quite a lot of people know their Zoom track from 2012's Great in a Million Years album. From this one, I recommend you to check out Andy, Honolulu, Sunday Night, and also Apollo, Evie, Take You Time, and Karma from 2015's Wellness album. Good stuff. Another Brisbane band is the Jungle Giants, also with slightly different, not so typically Australian, stereotypically Australian approach to indie rock music. Though in some moments they do remind me a little bit of the earlier Jaguar Ma. And in the other moments they can sound like a classic indie folk rock band, which they're not, so it depends. The Jungle Giants try to experiment with the mood, with the attitude of the music. They have two full-length studio albums, one from 2013 called Learn to Exist, and the other one from 2015 called Speakerzord. Both albums are critically acclaimed, and they have this kind of like a surf rock positive energy vibe going on from times to times, and some pretty amazing cover arts. Check out the tracks Mr. Polite, Kooky Eyes, Skin to Bone, and Come and Be Alone With Me. Sydney also has some talents to offer. If you want to listen to a much more poppier sound, then try checking out Cassette Hits, an indie pop band with one full-length studio album from 2010. I'm not even really sure if they exist anymore. I hope they do. The album is called Nothing on TV, and they also do have a couple of singles after that. But yeah, I'm not sure if they actually still continue doing stuff on the cassettes. Hahaha. Musically, Cassette Hits managed to stay in the line somewhere between artists like Lady Hawk, Paramore, and perhaps the Veronicas. Yeah, I know, and the music is most of the times kind of cute and might be even a little bit cheesy, but it actually works, it makes sense. There are some cool vibe tracks like Lying Around, Spin, Future Woman, and all the other ones from their album. Go listen to it. The last band on our list today is a 5-piece indie rock dream pop band, also from Sydney, called Dappled Cities. I love their Many Roads 2014's album cover, plus the album itself, a kind of compilation of unused old archive demos and just songs that never really made it to one of their official structured albums. It's pretty great. The title track is really good. 2012's Lake Air album is the example of the usual structured normal album. So if you want to catch the main vibe of this band, then listen to this. Dappled Cities play this kind of softer indie guitar rock with some unexpected elements from baroque pop, folk music, some psychedelic music, and overall they do like to experiment production wise. Go listen to Born at the Right Time, Run with the Wind, Cream, Ice Cubes, Peach, A Walk on a Wire, and Save Your Money tracks. And unfortunately that's it for today. We can't keep this video going forever. I'ma just tell you that besides 7 mentioned above bands, look up some other names like Gang of Youth, Twin Bandit, British India, The Boat People, Young Heretics, All Mercy, Beaches, and San Cisco. The last ones are slightly more known, I think. At least I know them for quite a long time. But still, maybe you don't know them. Go check them out. Of course, there are always gonna be bands breaking up. It's an inevitable thing. Some of the Australian ones who already did break, but whose music really deserves your attention, are Children Collide, Snackadactyl, and Eve Klein Blue. And yeah, now it's definitely it. If you know any other cool Australian indie bands or solo artists, write down their names in the comments down below and share why do you think they're great. In Australia, I believe it's about to get really hot right now, while we're here in Russia, for example, where it's like -0 temperature. It's really cold, really windy, really wintry. So it always feels nice to talk about sunny, summery, happy Australia. At least for a bit, and just be slightly jealous. If you want to musically travel to some other country, also let us know in the comments down below, and we might research an indie music stage in this country and let you know which cool bands we found. You can also help us with that by reaching us out via Twitter or Facebook. All the links are in the description. Write your thoughts down below, like this video, share it with the world out there, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more cool music related news and other stuff. There are lots of other amazing new videos coming out on our channel very soon. I'm very excited to film some of them. Be ready, and my favorite phrase, listen to the most good quality music you can find, and peace off.